right, good afternoon. How is everyone? I'd like to take the time and welcome you to another Morning Glory Apostolic Prophetic Center video. I am your host, Dietrich Hubbard, and we're still in our series, Let's Take Our Position. Let's take our position. So, under the advice of the Holy Spirit, we ended up going back over chapter 12 because I skipped an important part about Lot. So we went over that. So by going over that and introducing you to new revelation, we're going to have to go over 13 again. All right. Because, God just is impressing in my spirit that I have to teach y'all with the utmost caution and not leave anything out, as well as I'm not going to weigh my words. Please understand, if I said it, I meant it. If it applied to you, put it on and repent from it. Because if you had the type relationship that many of you need in this season, there's a real weight for what God wants to do. He wants to show himself strong in people's lives. He wants to show people that all you did was nothing. Let's just talk about me. It's my video, man. When I got bit by that brown recluse, my whole world was gone in a matter of days. I probably went a week without even speaking. It gave me a deaf and dumb spirit, which means I can hear everything somebody said to me, but I couldn't open my mouth to reply. All I did was shook because my spirit was trying to strengthen me. So it's like I heard everything in the spirit as well as that. So I ended up going to the mental institution. Okay. And the strange thing about it, I was riding a bicycle. I'm talking about I'm out late, probably 1, 2 in the morning. I'm just out of it. I'm thinking I'm following the Holy Spirit, or is the whole I'm just out of it. And the Holy Spirit said, go down to the hospital. So in my mind, because I can think in my mind, I went down to the hospital. I go inside, and the voice said, "Tell them you hearing voices." That's when my mouth opened. I said, "I'm hearing voices." They said, "Come on, sit over here." But in my mind, understanding what goes on with this, in my mind, I said, "Okay, God maybe just give me a place to stay because I know that if they think you're mentally, whatever they call it, they'll keep you for at least 24 hours." So in my head, I said, "Good, I can eat, take me a bath, and I get back out." Man, I was in there for 30 days. 30 whole days. But watch this. I'm sitting there listening because I'm in the other room. I can hear the nurses, and they saying, "Well, his mama came down here and committed because his mama said God said he gonna send him down here." Because my mama, everybody was worried about me because I was out of my mind. So watch this. She had already committed me because God had told her, "I'm gonna send him down there." Oh, he got me now. He fooled me. But he didn't fool me. That was just my thoughts. Just suppose my mama hadn't committed me. For 30 days, I lost everything. I came out, I ain't had nothing. But God. That's why when I was in the situation and to get a divorce, and I'm trying to figure out, well, what's going, that whole, God said, you've been here before, boy, go on. See, we can't allow the misgiven, misguided mentality or lack of understanding of others interfere with God when you know you hear God? Huh? Because watch this. Even when I was in a state of unrest, a state of demonic battles and all this and that, every time God wanted to use me, he took it out the way. So watch this. I was down, but I still was doing the same thing I was doing. I just went and bought me some new hats. Y'all like that? Y'all- What they call it? Just an unboxing. Y'all like that? Y'all like that? Watch this. I ain't got to borrow no money from nobody to pay my rent, to pay my bill. I ain't got to say to my son, I can't give you no money because I won't be able to do this. I, I ain't got to say. Y'all see where I'm going with this? I ain't lacking nothing. But how many people lacking now that you done left? How many people gain because you still there because you don't let them lack? I'm trying to teach y'all something, but y'all don't want to listen because you got a good heart. We're in a season, good hearts don't matter what your spirit says matters. So let's go on back over to Genesis chapter 13. And Abram went up out of Egypt, he and his wife, and all that he had, and Lot with him into the south. So now, when we did verse 12, we understand that God had promised Abram the spot. Abram built the altar and everything, and then Abram went down there with the Egyptian. Okay, then he told his wife to lie and say, "You my sister, not your wife." But notice we didn't hear nothing about Lot. See, there's people around you benefiting from you, and when they should be quiet because they don't know to be there, they know they ain't supposed to be there, they talking loud. They giving you every what for you get them. And in your mind, why you talking? You only this way because of me. You only this way because of me. You only this way because of me. Take you out of it and say, well, you only this way because of God. You only doing this because of God. But watch this. God say he gonna give us rest. So a lot of you got to know when God telling you to stop doing something, when God telling you to leave people alone, when God telling you to push, he mean it in this season. This blessing is personal. So here we see Abram coming out of Egypt would mean coming out of bondage. And now Lot name is mentioned again. I wonder why Lot name wasn't mentioned when Abram had to lie, when Abram was getting all he can get. See, Abram got a lot of stuff from the Egyptian because of a lie. Now, this is my second time. I ain't gonna say it no more. That's why I expressed what I expressed yesterday. If whatever you have keeping you in bondage from living the life God wants you to do, you rather volunteer get up because you hearing this message than to keep it and God make you look like a fool. I'm trying to take y'all. We trying to take y'all somewhere. But y'all care more about an identity than instructions. And that's cool. But when it get tight and you go on praying, God put it on Brother Hubbard hard to help me, I'm gonna say no. God told you on 7:18, he had me to reiterate, if you're struggling to keep it, get rid of it. And I'm going to say, no, that's what I'm going to do. So Lot still have access to Abram, everything Abram got because he being blessed by default. See, God is trying to tell some of you the days of default blessings over. Verse 2 says, and Abram was very rich in cattle, in silver, and in gold. And he went on his journeys from the south, even to Bethel, until the place where his tent had been at the beginning between Bethel and Hai. Now watch this. So I explained to y'all that God had already gave him the spot he should be in, but he went a little further and and because of famine in the land, he got caught up with the Egyptians. See, listen here, and I'm just being as blunt and honest as I can. God knows you had to sell a little coochie to get by. You had to go a little further to know. God knows that you had to turn a few tricks to get by. Huh? He know that. But what he's saying now, okay, that time is over. Come on, let's start over again. Because this time I want to bless you. I wonder where I'd be at now if God told me stop cutting grass and I'm still trying to make it happen. I often wonder what would have happened to me, but because I'm obedient, I'm living my best life. To me, it might not be to y'all, but to me, huh? Come on, that dumb girl tried to divorce me so fast. So it's almost, if it ain't right at a year, it's probably at a year or a little over. I don't even know. But watch this. In the less than a year, I got access to more than what I had 9 years. Huh? Y'all see this big old pretty office? All the stuff that I had in storage, I can put it up. Huh? The big old pretty TV, but paper shred over there, all my books over there, you know, the teaching out there. Yeah, I can get 50 in here if I want to. It's set up about 6 right now. Move that, move that. Yeah, I can get I can get 15 out there, but if I fill out the whole building, I can get 50 or 60 good because I'm obedient. Huh? So God knows some of y'all had to do things that wasn't God like in order to obtain what you got. But see, God ain't finna let us bring nothing that's cursed. See, remember, the Pharaoh got on Abram and put him out, but he put him out with the riches he already attained. See, Pharaoh know I'm not finna put that back in my stock. See, so if God trying to bless us, what you got or obtained and thought it was God, he's trying to tell some of y'all this can't go in this season. See, the fake Birkin bags. This ain't see. Watch this. If you got any kind of fake merchandise, that's why I say this message ain't for everybody. Y'all ain't finna burn them fake purses, them fake clothes, that fake butt. See, God trying to pray, God trying to bless real people who know who they are, who know who they are in spite of what they've been through. Yeah, that's what he's doing. So watch this. So he went back to the beginning. So he came back to God. So in the same place. So watch this. He made an unnecessary journey. See, some of y'all went the long way around to obtain things because you didn't wait on God to put you in a place to bless you. So what Abram did, because he amassed a little wealth, he used that as justifying going now. See, you can't justify wrongdoing if it don't line up with God. See, even though he obtained things, he still got a price to pay because he was disobedient. But notice what he did. It said he went back to the place of the altar which he had made there first. See, a lot of y'all lacking. See, you spend too many time, you spend too much time worrying about sins that you done did than just going to the altar and trying to kill it. See, you do understand life will oftentimes make you miss what God trying to do in your life because you too preoccupied with life. Now, you finna drop the hammer as soon as I find it. I'm gonna tell you something. See, God, what he told me, he said a lot of y'all don't take him serious enough. Y'all listening to him talking about blessing you, but you ain't listening to the things that he's trying to use to get you in place. Watch this. I gave y'all 7 things that God said y'all need to do every morning. I said thanksgiving. I said repenting. I said restoration, forgiveness, direction, understanding, and revelation. 7 things. Why y'all didn't do it? Why you didn't do it? You listened to the word, but the word did not penetrate your spirit. Because I specifically said, I said, hey, God said y'all need to do this. Because what did I say? I said a lot of y'all want the similar or the same relationship that I have with God. And I said, this is what I do. So God told me to tell y'all this what you got to do. And you wake up. You done fix hubby breakfast. You done fix wife breakfast. You done fed the fish. You done prayed your prayer. But you miss the key foundation that you need to do. What's that word? 50, 50. That's 100, 200. That's 350. That's the cost of the hammer. You know why? God trying to bless you. You ain't paying attention in school. This ain't no slow bus around here. Set 350 because you still believe in God, but you still trying to do things your own way. He giving you the answer to get in place. So watch this. I'm gonna treat y'all like to treat the rest of them. I say, okay, if you want to come back over here and learn, it gonna cost you. I'm trying to tell y'all, your mistakes gonna cost you because God trying to get you to rest. And some of y'all know what y'all done been through when it came to the things of God. That's all right. Yeah, don't worry about it. I got something for that too. Oh, we prepared. because I got mine. Yeah, I know what I got coming. Hey, listen here. I'm trying to get you to where you know what you got coming. So it goes on that Lot still with him. See, watch this. You do understand God punishing Abraham, but Lot still got the whip. That's what I tried to explain to you in that video, that when God comes into our spirit, Lot represents the dark place of our consciousness. See, Abram conscious of what he did was wrong, so he trying to repent. The dark side of it, okay, I still got horses, I got gold, I got pigs, I got this, and whatever they got. I ain't gonna say pig because they ain't believe pork. But you trying to rationalize the things you got and try to make God fit in them, but you forget to say that one piece of disobedience still with you, which means not still in the house. So watch this. They would have killed Abram, Lot still would have left. Y'all got to be careful being connected to people who really understand they don't want you, they just want access to what you have. So it says Lot also went with Abram, had flocks, herds, and tents. Now the land was not able to support them that they might dwell together, for the possession was so great they could not dwell together, and there was strife between the herdsmen of Abraham's livestock and the herdsmen of Lot's livestock. The Canaanites and the Perizzites then dwelt in the land. See, watch this. Abraham getting punished, but Lot getting the blessings. And because of Lot, he got so much. Just watch this. He Lot is disobedient and getting blessed. So that was a fight. See, Abram wouldn't have had a fight over a land if Lot wouldn't have came. Look at the people around you and see how good they've been living just because of you. I know when I left and I was finna, because you know, I, Joey still be on my mind, and I remember, I said something to her, or I said something to Joy. I said, uh, I said, you want some snacks, Joy? Somebody said, but I don't remember. But she said, no, a lot done changed since you ain't here. See, watch this. Y'all got to be careful dogging people out, saying anything out of anger just because of how you feel or whatever. You got to be careful because your life can change overnight. What even gone that long? So you mean to tell me time I left, my presence was felt? And see, some of y'all allowing people to leech off you and they still say anything to you. They still do you any kind of way. Huh? It says the Canaanite and the Persian. See, watch this. It's something that people are sitting around watching how you handle a situation. See, these Canaanites and Perizzites, they were heathens. They said, hey, ain't them the people of God? They over there arguing. I thought they were family. See, that's what they were saying. You see, that's why people don't want that God y'all got. Because see, they see you over there wishing death on Trump. and everybody else trying to pray for it, but we supposed to have the most righteous, forgiving God. We supposed to. But y'all on there putting in it and everything about it. But you want God to bless you. How God gonna bless you and you wishing death on somebody else? Y'all better be careful. So here, yeah, I can imagine. They say they worship the true God. They over there fighting. They got all how they got all that stuff and still fighting each other. See, when people don't supposed to be with you, it gonna make it hard for you to leave. Watch this. I'm gonna help you out. You know the difference that we need to see between Abraham and Lot? Abraham had great possessions, but they did not possess him. Lot wealth possessed him. See, Lot wealth was his image. Abraham wealth was just his life. See, you got to understand some people just blessed. So they don't have to work hard to get nothing. They don't see things as I got to have Gucci and Prada and Amari and Balenciaga and all that now. But see, when you got an identity you got to keep, it possesses you. Huh? See, they got why Brother Hubbard got put out there got asked to leave the house, but his possessions stayed. Oh, that's good. His possessions stayed. But he had to go. See, I'm just talking about it because I find it funny for two people who claim to be believers, how one person who had barely had anything, another person who had everything, after 9 years, I have nothing, and now they got everything. I'm just confused because if both people hear the voice of God, it should have been amicably split. It was no need for me to go buy a bed when I bought both beds in the house. It wasn't no need for me to go buy a TV when I bought all the TVs in the house. It's no need for me to go buy another dining room table when I bought the dining room table in the house. It ain't no need for me to leave a new sofa I just bought. It ain't no need for it. It ain't no need for it. It ain't no need for it. And see, a lot of you, that's why God got you going through as it relates to money, as it relates to your lifestyle, because what you want is possessing you and not just a part of who you are. See, that's why I tell you and I talk about my life because you got to see I got access to a lot of stuff, but I don't talk about what I got access to because I really don't care. But to show other people who say they got a relationship with God and they doing things godly, okay, why you struggling and Brother Hubbard ain't? How much I paid for these hats? I just went and paid $150 for 3 hats. $141. 3 hats. You can't even pay your light bill. That's some of your light bill. That's some of your phone bill. And I ain't gonna say I wasted it on because cause watch this. God told me to do something. I don't put everybody in my business. And when I got to where I was going to do, he changed what I had to do. He said, "No, just stay." And I was leaving out. He said, "Stay there." And I was coming back to the house. He said, "Go get you some more hats." I said, ooh. He said, but I don't like that traffic. Ain't no traffic. I slid all the way down. There wasn't no traffic going, but it sure was some traffic coming back. Guess what? Because when God runs your life, what you want, He'll give it to you if He wants you to have it. See, that's why I'm trying to put you in a position before you get blessed because some of the things that God will give you, I don't want you to think the possessions are more important to God. See, some of y'all, God gonna bless with wealth just to shut other people's mouth up. Now, and when He do it, He don't want them coming around. Hey, can I borrow $2,000? Hey, can you buy this for me? Hey, can you buy that? No, that's why He's separating us now. That's why God, see, since watch this, since Abraham couldn't get rid of Lot, God had to cause a confusion for they can get rid of each other. Ain't that because see, God took this blessing personal. He didn't want Lot to come. Lot then came, got rich, and he's still there. But God said, okay, I got to do something. See, watch this. That's why I tell y'all, you can't get mad at how people treat you. Not when you got a relationship with God. See, watch this. I know the lies and the things and the shots and the sub that people be saying about me, the ex-way be saying. But do y'all see my page full of responding back? I got too much to lose to get down to their level. Now I talk a good game like what I do. I ain't no dummy, y'all. I done got too close to what I need to have, then to turn around and go word for word with people who don't have a relationship with God. Well, how they say it? Because of the way they talk to me, the way they talk about me. Y'all go look at that girl page down there. Y'all remember what I said yesterday about who she was because you didn't see nothing about God on her page? Guess what? Go look at her page. After 3 years, you make two little posts about God. That's what I be trying to show y'all about people. It's not in your heart. This in my heart. I talk about it every day, three, four, 5 times a day. I'm on him talking. And then sometime I ain't saying nothing. But in a conversation, he might come up. It's in my heart. See, watch this. So it's strange after I said it in the video, now you do it. Let me show you when people have a double mind. Can you do something that somebody said that you got an ought against? You still listening to my instruction. That lets me know she's not fit for ministry. The worst thing you can do is be at odds with somebody and still try to change your ministry to what they say. That means you have no identity. You ain't got no identity. If y'all see me around now, looking on her page, get some revelation. Number one, it ain't no. It ain't never been no. You know. Now watch this. The Bible say, "Let the dead bury the dead." How are you a leader? I don't care if your mama, your daddy, your sister, your cousin, or your newborn baby. How are you a leader trying to preach words of life into people with a dead person on your shirt? That's how you look back at it. That's in the past. That shows, see, people like me, that shows that you can't go forward. That's a person with bitterness. That's a person with grief. That's a person with guilt. That's a person with sadness. That's a person who don't have a relationship with God. because you're going against the word to prove a point to preach. Watch this, a carnal message. Did y'all see? Have y'all ever seen Christ teach a Father's Day message? I'm just wondering. Maybe I missed something in a scripture. Hmm. See, watch this. Now, that that proves point number two. I said I know people who left me prematurely because they still got to keep up with me. That's their spirit. That's their spirit looking for growth. I forgot to bring me something to drink. Y'all hold on. We're gonna leave it right there. Think about growing. Woo! I'm telling you now, ain't nothing like the mint and lemongrass tea. That's a that's a person's spirit looking for growth. Because when your spirit is not settled, your spirit still trying to make connection with something that's rejected. That's the same thing as having that's a, that's what you call a spirit tie. It ain't a soul tie, it's a spirit tie. Why? Because your spirit know that it didn't get to the point where it needed to be before being released. That's why when some of us who still around, we done had some knockdown, drag out, all kind of stuff. But watch this. Did everybody come back home? Did Brother Hubbard say anything? That's just like my son. My son went to jail. I know why my son went to jail. When my son came out, I didn't badger him. Well, why you do that? Why you do that? Why you do? I loved him where he is. See, watch that. As a spiritual leader, why make somebody feel bad and they already bad, feeling bad? Don't talk about that stuff. See, but watch this. Pride can't let them come back. But since we're in the seat of judgment, it's my call. I said, God, I still talk to him, but it's gonna cost him this time. Because people got to realize you got to understand, and I ain't to my horn because it's been proven. Sometimes you got to learn when you're in the presence of greatness. Just think about how long you've been searching for God and you've been in other churches 10, 15, 20 years. And here come on little brother Hubbard and he sit down there and break it so plain. But guess what? You started feeling it, seeing it, and experiencing that, ooh, God for real. Ooh, God has been. But then you'd have been in church all them years paying tithes and carrying Pastor Cole. You know, this my pastor. It ain't your pastor if they don't know what you're going through. I'm just gonna tell you out here. Because the Bible say the pastor's supposed to be the bishop of your soul. So why you around here sinning and your pastor ain't called you? But when y'all came around here to bro Hubbard, I ain't say nothing. But I gave you a little. I said, okay, now y'all better watch that now. I don't try to stop nobody from getting none. I know how it is. See, I ain't one of them done people that walk up like they so holy and you might not get you a little tang or yeah. I know how it is. It ain't my job to judge you if what you do, but watch this. If God looking, I may not never know what nobody doing, but God knows when enough is enough. That's when I say something. That's why I told you about old partner a couple of months ago. He was just going on his business. I went to typing. Hey, why you over there masturbating? You know why I like me? Because when that Bible said that Jesus been through everything, been tempted through everything, and he never failed, I've been tempted and failed. So when I talk to you about masturbation, I didn't know what you went through. Brother Hubbard used to be around there, you know. But you do know that desensitize your body to human touch. Now. So when you in there getting it, if they don't do it the right way, that's why them roses and all that stuff dangerous. It's dangerous. So I know what y'all be going through. That's why I don't say that. Now I might be laughing, but watch this. That's when you know God really ready to work with you, because now he lets you know when you're doing something. So watch this. Verse 8 said, so Abraham said to Lot, please let there be no strife between you and me, and between my herdsmen and your herdsmen, for we are brethren. Is not the whole land before you? Please separate from me. If you take the left, then I will go to the right, or if you go to the right, then I will go to the left. Watch this. You do understand that God blessed Abraham. Lot came along. Do you know you will have people? You'll have people around you just because of the sake of y'all connection. You will give your blessing to them just for peace. God gave Abram the land. Watch what Abram said. He said, ain't the whole land before you? He gave half of his blessing away to somebody who wasn't even supposed to be along for the ride. Watch this. Not only did he give half of his blessing away, he allowed him to make the choice where to go. God, how God gonna bless you and you gonna tell them that like God for some of us, since we corner to a point. What you want? You want that 2008 Toyota Tundra, or you want that 2024 Ford F-150 F350 with the chrome package. I'm gonna take the F-150. You a special kind of dog, the God to bless you, and you allow people to take the best in your blessing. That's why God say this blessing personal. Your family don't supposed to be getting out of this. They don't care if they if you didn't have nowhere to go and they let you stay with them for 2 months. You don't care. I don't care if you was hungry and they bought you food. We talking about God. Don't be like Abel because you got a lot. So here, this man to that amounted lot that amounted just as much as Abraham. And what Abraham failed to see, you gave your best blessing to somebody who wasn't even supposed to be with you. Have y'all ever gave y'all best to somebody and you know you weren't supposed to be with them? Man, we got to be careful of how we handle our money and choices because we see people's situation. And Lot lifted his eyes and saw all the plain of Jordan, that it was well watered everywhere before the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, like the garden of the Lord, like the land of Egypt, as you go toward Zoar. Then Lot chose for himself all the plain of Jordan and Lot journeyed east, and they separated from each other. Abram dwelt in the land of Canaan, and Lot dwelt in the cities of the plain and pitched his tent even as far as Sodom. But the men of Sodom were exceedingly wicked and sinful against the Lord. See, Lot made his choice based on what he saw. See, that's what I be telling y'all. Oh, he got a six pack. She coke bottle. See, you can't you can't say that's God best by what you see. Because we understood the best oftentimes is connected to what's wicked. See, Lot went towards Sodom. It said the men of Sodom were wicked and sinful against the Lord. So you got to make sure that the blessing you choose, just because it don't, is looking good, it's sounding good, make sure that it's not from Satan. See, I think what Lot thought he can still serve God in sin. That's what Sodom represents. Because watch this. Abram was worshiping God. It don't say Abram and Lot worship God. See, that's what I tell y'all. You can be around people that have a knowledge of God but no relationship with God. See, and for some of y'all, God trying to tell y'all to get rid of certain people. But because it's your sister, because it's your brother, because it's your child, because it's your mama, it's your daddy. Uh-uh. I'm trying to tell y'all, in this season, God don't care because he already put in his word. Whoever doing the will of God, that's your mama, that's your brother, that's your sister, that's your child. So watch this. Notice verse 14, 15. And the Lord said to Abram, after Lot had separated from him, lift your eyes now and look from the place where you are, northward, southward, eastward, where for all the land which you see, I give to you and your descendants forever. See, watch this. This is the third time God then told Abram, this your land. See, watch this. Even though Lot chose where to go, it's still Abram's land. So sometimes God will reassure you what he gonna do for you. See, it wasn't until Lot left that God began to talk to Abraham alone. See, when you're in a place and you ain't got no peace, God can't speak to you in peace. Ran into something like that the other day. Cause I'm saying, well, God, I'm always, you know what I'm saying? I said, now I can't hear or understand. He said, you ain't got no peace. See, you got to, I'm not trying to hurt nobody feelings, but some of y'all got to understand, God is putting your choices in front of you. You got to choose God or you choose what you want. Because you got to understand when you choose God, everything have to line up and point toward God. So, okay, God, that's what's going on. See, I'm always full of vision and revelation and what I need to do in this. And I'm saying, God, it's been about a couple of months. I said, did I move in the right place? Did I move too fast? He just had me to look at the situation. So watch this. Only one or two things got to happen. It depends on God's urgency of how he needs me. So if I'm comfortable in a place but it's shortchanging my relationship with God, then I'm choosing a place over God. I can't do that. But if I'm comfortable in a place and God just saying, I'm making you aware of why you can't do certain things, then I got to make a decision what's important too. See, watch this. So God put Abram back in the place. You either gonna make a God decision or your decision. But you know what the key thing is? Either decision, it got to point to God. See, that's why some of y'all blessings held up. Because we trying to take people into us. You know how before Jesus was elevated, he took two disciples with him, they seen him transform. We in that season. Everybody can't see what God about to do in our life. Because some people are not a believer. And you got to believe God enough that we got to cut off what's hindering our relationship with God. But see, God know me. Y'all know me. I know what it is. When I was what I used to tell y'all when I was married, I said, if she got to go, bye. My son got to go. Joey got to go. Hey, if I got to go, bye. God is the only thing I. Because watch this. I'm fighting for eternity. I ain't fighting for no feelings. I'm fighting for a chance to say, at least I'm gonna leave again. But see, since I don't know if I'm gonna be in that mountain, that means I'm just fighting now, just to be fighting because it's right, because I don't know what I'm gonna get. Because don't preach me to heaven. I don't live a life of hell. I done been too far and too much to stop because of situation change. Can't do it. Because not the whatever the next before the last conversation we had before we were through, she said, "But Joey older. We need to go here. We need to go there. We need to have fun. Do this." I said, "That ain't me." I said, "I'd rather have more God." She said, and what she said, "Well, we're gonna have a problem then." I said that in my head. No, we ain't. I'm gonna choose God. Damn all that. Excuse my language. I can have fun chasing God. Y'all don't even know how many people say, "Hey, brother Hubbard, come up here and we can do this and that." And I said, "Well, no, I don't feel like it right now." It's not like I don't have fun. Certain things I go, certain things I don't. It just depends on how I feel. Oh God, around here, trying to get you. Now watch this. Arise, walk in the land through its length and its width, for I give it to you. Then Abram moved his tent and went and dwelled by the timber tree of Mamre, which are in Hebron, and built an altar there to the Lord. So what? So what happens? The first altar that Abram built, he messed it up because he went into bondage, and he came back with the accursed thing. So God came back, renewed his promise to Abram again, and watched it. He said, "Walk the land I gave you." He said, "I give it to you." What he's saying, I already gave it to you. Just put your feet on it because that's ownership. So watch this. So when you know when he went to that tree called Mamre, Mamre means vision. Watch this. Hebron means communion. So what came to Abram's spirit And what God is showing us by telling us this way, he said, I want you to walk in the vision I gave you, which means Abram sitting here, he walking it, he see it, he believe it, and he by himself. But watch what he did. He lived life in a constant awareness of the need for a sacrificial atonement and cover. See, don't y'all notice oftentimes when Brother Hubbard send you a hammer, I'm showing you that God said you to move wrong and you need to atone for that because guess what? Because he's showing you that you're making a mistake. Don't get mad when you're being convicted. Don't get mad when you're being rebuked, when you're corrected. See, just think back what you was doing before you had a relationship with God. My darn apartment was like a revolving door. I was doing what sinners do. Wasn't being convicted. Didn't care. But now when God want to stop me, why I'm doing this, God? That Holy Spirit. See, when you really got the Holy Spirit, even when you're doing wrong, the Holy Spirit let you know you're doing wrong. Because you don't feel good about what you're doing, it, but that flesh be so, you do it anyway. You got to understand that what God is trying to give us is so important. We just gonna have to leave family friends. And for some of us, children, because I ain't got no problem telling mine, okay, buddy, I love my little boy to death. Well, he ain't no little boy, but I treat him like one, that fat head sucker. But watch this. I don't see God doing that because for the simple fact, I know God building a relationship with him. And that's what we got to see in what we doing. We got to be careful that we don't cut people out that God is building instead of people using God and our faith in God as the way to keep us connected.